the gas falls towards the black holes, just like water, running down the sink. The gas swirls and then rubs against itself and heats up and shines very brightly because it's very hot close to the black hole.
Social arm, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakaha Kadash, and the Bahana to the elder and the apostles of the ministry who do well, a peace, blessing, and salutation to you, Akia, who are pushing these truths to the four winds of the heaven, be on the forefront of this spiritual war, to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise here on yes again, as in the days of old. So, this. I think he's a professor or whatever, man, at Harvard. He's giving you the science behind an explanation in which our beloved Apostle Taha gave. I remember the video when he was teaching about Genesis 1. You all brother know about the Genesis. I think it is 3 hours video going to Genesis 1 all the way to Genesis 3. So in that particular video, Elder Apostle was asked him, man, he said, does the space have its own light? And he went on to explain, yes, man. The Most High, when he was creating, man, the heavenly, he had a certain element initiated to give light which illuminate space. I see. So space have light, man. Up there in the second heaven got light. You see, and this professor here is talking about gas and how they move and while when they love each other, they give this alluring, beautiful light, man. Around these black holes, man, as Esau say, these interstellar objects and the galaxy, the whole entire second heaven is illuminated. It's a beautiful place to be, brothers, man. That's why Esau is very mesmerized, very interested in the second heaven, man, because the second heaven got its own adoration, man. It is very adorable, man. It's the second heaven over there. And this light, they come under different colors, man, depending on which element, because each element got colors, man. Element and not just element. You see, when you hit sodium, it gives different colors than potassium. They all have certain element give blue color, yellow color, whatever, man. See, in the whole spectrum of light, as we have known seven different kind of color, and there in space we don't know how many colors there. We only know that there are 7 colors. See, but it can be more. Who knows? Mm-hmm. So this is Genesis 1. I started at verse 1 in the beginning. The powers created the heaven and the earth, and the earth was without form and void, and the darkness was upon the face of the deep. So without form and void, that was going to the elemental form of the earth at that time. And the spirit of the Messiah moved upon the faces of the water. The spirit of the Messiah hovered. Certain other translation say hovered. That was going to the fathership, man. And the Messiah said, let there be light, and there was light. This particular light, it was going to the second heaven. And the Messiah saw the light, that it was good, and the Messiah divided the light from the darkness. And the Messiah called light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. So they were able to do what? They were able to number days, have days, have years, before even the sun and the moon was created, man. You see? By using what? By using space. That's why you can use a different constellation, arrangement of constellation to know about season. it is gonna this winter gonna be heavy, man, from hot. By looking the constellation, even winter is not already here. You can look at the constellation and know this year we are going to have plenty of crops, man. That's a whole entire knowledge when it comes to the second heaven. And the second heaven, my point is, it is all light.
By
By
viscosity, it heats up. And in the case of black holes, it's the turbulent viscosity that causes it to heat up. So we get these very bright sources of light just from black holes.
You see? Over there in the second heaven, you have very bright source of light. Esau is telling you that, man. And the apostles have been saying this, man. And we sounded like conspiracy theorists, man. That proves the Bible is accurate. You don't need to have this Hubble telescope or James Webb telescope, man, to look up in the second heaven. We apply faith, and the faith comes through reading the word of the Most High.
They're supposed to be dark. Nothing escapes from them, but they create a violent environment where gas moves close to the speed of light and therefore shines very brightly, much more than any other source in the sky. And we can see these quasars all the way to the edge of the universe. So we have evidence now that when the universe was, about 7% of its present age, infant, already back then you had black holes of 1 billion times the mass of the sun, which is quite remarkable. It's like finding giant babies in a nursery. How can these black holes grow so fast? Less than 1 billion years after the Big Bang, you already have 1 billion times the mass of.
He's starting to go into that Big Bang bullshit, man. Instead of giving all the praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Hashem, I start talking bullcrap, man. I hate Esau, man. And the Esau mouse needed to be stopped, man. We understood that there was light in the second heaven by reading the Bible. Was the Bible also created by Big Bang theory? Get the fuck out here, man. That's Esau, man. Whenever you give Esau a platform to speak, you see, this is Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh shall shine and lead. No one of this shall fail. You see, you have different books over there written about Big Bang theories, man, and whatnot. I think is that Esau Edom a CIA operative. I was listening to one video from Steve Benuni from Israel News Live. That dude, you know him. He's a Jewish, so-called Jewish. He was going to Oumuamua. That Oumuamua, that is a reptilian craft, and the reptilian are coming to wage war against the Greys. Let me get it for you. I think that I'm kidding, man. And when I was listening to that video, man, I wanted it to vomit, man. That's a vomit. And I started thinking what happened to face, man. I shared it. Actually, I shared it. Where is God in all of this, man? All of this reptilians, that is the grays, that what happened to face? He's supposed to be a Christian. The reptilian led to wage war on the Grey, and the Grey are those little men from Mars, little green men from Mars, and they go to the actual reptilian according to them. So the Greys, which they look like Moabite, little Moabite, the big heads, from this Edomite, the Greys are supposed to be aggressive. Every chaos or every unpleasant thing which is going on right now in the earth is due to them. Climate change, everything, wars, everything they are engineering. So the reptilian are kind of coming to save the world. That's what this dude was into, man. And that's why I wrote, where is the Most High, all of this, man. So let's go back, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want a mate, for my mouth it has commanded thee, and his spirit is have gathered them. You see? So, amen. So from this session, I hope you brothers were edified. On to the next.